Do it for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right.
Hey.
Yeah, I gotta do it
Welcome,
right.
welcome.
You know it's time for Wealthy Marriage Wednesday.
It's the best time of the week.
Yeah, you know what? I just want to give a big old happy Thanksgiving to all my people out there.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Shout out to each and every one of you all who are with your families.
Yes.
We're going to have a good night tonight. We're going to be talking real estate. You know why? Because you asked for it. So, hey, go online right now. I know you in there. I want you to just thumb up. And I want you to share this because I got to share it. I'm sharing it right now. You see me? I'm really on here doing the thing. Look at that's us. Hey, look, hey, this is real time. We are real time
sharing
this up.
We appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Hey, check it out. And so you post your comments in here as we go. We're going to be talking about something. It's going to make somebody mad today. We're going to make somebody real mad because there's some people out here who watch a lot of TV. And you know, I used to watch a lot of TV too. But man, there's people who watch a lot of TV. Yeah. I don't want y'all to be mad with me, but hey, we got to sell it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just letting you know. We had to tell it. We're going to tell it to you. And so today, we going to be talking about this little thing called the HGTV Renovation Delusion. I'm telling you, some of us been delusional before. Hold on, y'all see that? Yeah. Y'all see that? It's a real thing, man.
Yeah.
This is a real thing.
It really is.
TV messes with our mind, man. It makes us think things that aren't true are actually true.
It does.
And so we are going to be looking into that because we really are real world in this business. And there's a lot that goes on if you are really in the business of doing properties and not just investing in somebody else doing it. Right. And that's a good way to do it too. Sometimes if you ain't really got the time or the skill set, well, invest in real estate. It's a lot of different ways to do it. You can buy a real estate REIT, you know, you can invest in a group fund or syndication or something and be able to still invest in real estate. It's a lot of people who are investing in real estate using their money, but then it's not really the thing that they do, you know, they're not actually full-time investing in it, hands in it. Yeah. You know how many people are actually invested in real estate and don't even realize it? You know, firms like BlackRock, all these kind of large investment firms, a lot of these people have a good amount of these people. They have investments. They have specifically real estate investments. They own apartments, single family homes. They own buildings in your downtown areas. They own buildings everywhere across the country. Wow. And so your retirement funds are invested inside of these big companies, and those big companies own real estate. So by extension, to some extent, you know, I think there's a lot more people who are in real estate in some capacity,
and they don't even realize.
And then the truth of the matter is really everybody's in real estate. You know, if you're living somewhere and everybody's around here is living somewhere, if you're living somewhere, you're either paying your mortgage or you paying somebody else's. And so these are just the real facts. So a lot of us are in real estate, a lot of us are doing it, but then some of us have made a decision to go to the next level. I looked up a statistic.
What's that?
And it said that there's 22 million real estate investors in the United States.
22 million?
Yeah. And I thought about it, but I had to think about it a little bit more aggressively.
Okay.
It's because there's a lot of people in the U.S.
That is true.
And we did the math, and only 0.65% of the population of the United States is actively investing in real estate in some capacity. And then you look at that to even add into that. I want to add into that, Joy. I want to add into that.
Come on.
Because I'm adding now.
Add it.
Is that out of that percentage, that means that less than 1% of the population is making money from these properties.
Wow.
That most people who invest in real estate are literally, they're not investing to bring money in, they're paying somebody else. They're either paying the banks, or they're letting their money sit there as equity in the properties. But only a very small percentage of people are actually going to monetize these buildings and use it for income. of some sort.
That is,
and I was like, wow, that is a crazy thing. Like,
it
if you
really
think about it,
is.
it's like 22 million. It sounds like a lot until you look at it, it's like a lot. It's like it's like a ton of people in this country.
Yes, it is.
And so once you really soak that in, how much did I say? 22?
22 million.
I think it might have been 2.2.
2.2.
Whatever it was just a little bit. Okay. It was a very little bit. It's a fraction of a percentage. You look it up yourself. Yeah. But it ended up being 0.65%. And I was like, that is very, very little.
Yeah.
And so what the point that we're saying is that you want to be one of the ones who's getting paid off of real estate.
Yeah.
Don't be one of the ones who's not.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of opportunity here.
Let's increase that percentage.
Let's increase the percentage.
Yes.
And so we're going to go a little bit deeper into this topic today because we're talking about the renovation delusion today. And specifically around is this point that we're always going to get to.
Because you will either tell your money what to do or the lack of it will always manage you.
So we're always going to talk about the freedom formula, turning your time into money.
Yep. Turning your money into assets.
And your assets into freedom. And you'd be glad you did. Freedom what? Freedom to do what? Well, freedom to do whatever it is that thing that you want to do. That's what you really want. It's like freedom, like just in general. We're all free. I'm in the United States of America. I'm free. Yeah, we are. I'm free. You free. We all free. But we want freedom to what? We want freedom to do something. There's something that we know we've been supposed to do, called to do, and we want freedom to be able to do it. So I got a disclaimer today.
Yes.
Because before we get going, shout out to HGTV. Guess what? No shade. No hate. Hey, y'all got some brothers and sisters on HGTV now, man. So, hey, shout out to all my brothers and sisters who getting them good. I almost said DEI jobs. Some people get, we see some diversity on HGTV now. You know what I'm saying? We getting all flavors on HGTV now. Hey, HGTV coming up in a significant way.
Listen.
I done seen it in the last few years, man. Shoot, we getting on. No hate. And guess what? The Mazes are here to help you as well.
That's right.
Coach John and Coach Joy.
Come on.
If you ever need some couple people to put on one of these shows, holla at your boy and holla.
Text me
at the number below 502-632-3005. But before we get on the show, we got to make sure we put y'all on some real stuff because there's some stuff about HGTV that they just flat out not telling you. And if we don't tell you, then you're going to miss out on some stuff that you need to know to make sure that you abundantly successful in this thing of real estate. And that's what y'all asked us to talk about. So who is this right here? Y'all know who that is.
Come on, put it in the chat.
Who is that?
Y'all know who it is.
Put that in the chat who that is.
That's my folks.
You don't know nothing about that.
I know Chip and Joe.
See, you spoiled it. You was they was still typing it. You spoiled it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Chip and Joe. Y'all know Chip and Joe. Yeah. Chip and Joe flips it up, rock with it. What's their show called? You don't even know what they show called.
That's
we do the Magnolia. See, you don't know the show. Okay, you know it's the Master the Flip. Guess this Canada. They flipping in Canada. You could do the house flip in Canada. And all the couples, they look so cute.
Yep.
What's this one? Hometown flip. You can flip in your hometown just like they flipping in their hometown. Come on.
Flip.
Yeah, okay, who is this?
Flip or flop.
See, you flop. You gave this is a flop. Why you wanted to call their stuff out? You ain't even got to be married for real to be on these shows. Like you could do all this stuff. You could just be a couple.
Yeah.
They ain't worried about your marriage neither. But I'm just saying that's a whole nother topic.
That's another topic.
But this you can flip or flop. That's what you can flip or flop all over the country. You can flip or flop. I mean, you can flip it and flip, get flop, get flip and flip it and flop it back everywhere you want on TV. You could do a flip and turn it from this to this, and you can make you a bunch of money.
Ooh.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Guess what? All right. Now, we are here to help you today.
Yes.
Is because we want to see you build some wealth for your family. We want to see you be able to talk about. We're on here talking about freedom and getting true freedom. Yeah. And we're gonna have to tell you something about HGTV.
Yeah.
Not to say it's not true. We flip houses too. We know a lot of people who successfully flip houses, but there's some stuff you're gonna need to know prior to doing so you can be informed.
Yeah, there's some stuff that goes on that they can't put that you can't put in an hour-long show.
Yeah, facts, big facts.
So,
all right.
That's what we're gonna share with you today.
All right, and so this is the delusion of HGTV. And I want you all to tap into this because it's very, very important. And I don't want you to miss us on this.
Mm-hmm.
But this HGTV delusion is really a real misconception. There's a belief that a new real estate investor, like that I can walk off the street. Now, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm on my first time because I've been watching this show.
Right.
I'm so locked in. I know the whole process. I know the steps.
Yeah.
My design skills is killing Chip, Joe, all the people on there. I know how to pick all the tile.
Okay.
My flooring choices is lit. Everything.
Oh.
And so I know as a new real estate investor that I can come in and undertake a whole major renovation on a busted property.
Well,
and I'm consistently going to make a bunch of money. And that money is going to lead me to generational wealth. And what we are here to tell you is, unfortunately, this is a true misconception.
It is.
And we're here to tell you why as well.
Yeah.
There's a few reasons why that you really need to know. The shows that you see have some completely unrealistic budgets. I'm talking about all the way unrealistic budgets.
Yes.
Let's just be real.
They really do.
It's a TV show. And they're going to tell you a bunch of different stuff on the budget, but they're not including things that you need to know.
Right.
If you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and you're rehabbing with hundreds of thousands of dollars, somebody loaned you that money or you loaned it to yourself. And there's a cost of interest to that money. There's holding costs, like gas, like you need to have gas right now. It's winter time.
Electric.
You got to have some electric.
Yeah.
You're going to need to get the grass cut.
And some water.
You're going to need water. There's insurance.
Yes.
You know, there's property taxes that you pay.
Sometimes HOA.
HOA fees. Like, guess what? There's tons of stuff that you have to pay for.
Yeah.
And guess what? The longer the property takes, the more costs it incurs. And so money itself isn't free. So if you heard somebody say they made $40,000, $50,000, well, where did the money come from? And somebody, whoever that money came from, is looking for a slice of that money because it could have been yielding a return somewhere else. I hate to say it, but it's very, very true. Next is speed. Speed.
Yeah.
Okay, look, in a 30-minute TV show,
yeah,
these major rehabs are going to take a lay person probably 9 months to a year to complete.
Yeah.
And the truth of the matter, this is what I hate to tell everybody, there's more half-finished properties that real investors are coming in and buying behind people who got all excited watching HGTV, went to watched a couple YouTube videos, and then went out there and just said, I'm going to jump in and do this thing. Yeah. And then they left the projects behind because it was too much for them to handle. Yeah. This thing happens all the time. I mean, it's like a regular thing.
It really does.
I was even like, literally, a lady sent this to me. They said, hey, man, they just bought it in March. They put a bunch of money in it and they're ready to get rid of it. It's just too much for them. This thing happens over and over again. And so there's some things that they're not telling you on the show. It's about how fast it is, how easy it is, the ease of the renovations.
I don't know about how easy. Like some of these total transformation, you know, the ease of it.
Oh yeah,
it's
like you'll look and then 2 minutes later,
it's like blink, blink.
They just took some wood and a buzzsaw and like made a whole beautiful accent wall in 30-second clip of the video. And painted it and everything. And you're like, wow, that looked easy. Yeah, but nobody went to the Home Depot. Nobody measured anything. Nobody got 3 bids from the contractors. Right. I mean, there's just so many. Everybody showed up exactly at the right time. All your project planning, everything you needed was all right there at the place.
The flow of the project.
But it's soft, baby. There was no running back and forth. So the speed at which all the little things that just take time whenever you're dealing with a bunch of different people and you're going back and forth to a property. I mean,
and you have to think about these are real people.
They're real people, have real lives.
So things happen. And so sometimes that contractor don't show up.
Right.
Which throws off the whole project. So
one person doesn't show up, or one window doesn't come in, or one hiccup happens here at another property, or some issues happen. The chain reaction that goes along with. So it's the speed of things, or the difference for them to say, oh well, this took 4 months. Okay, well this took 30 days. Oh well, this took 6 months. Well, to them, it's like, oh, you finished this one in 30 days. It's great. They finished this one in 50 days. They finished this one in a year. It's like, to them, it's just one sentence in a whole 30-minute show. Right. But for you in your real life, it feels like forever. It's that speed feels stressful. That speed, you thinking about that thing every day. Somebody to do something every day. It's a water liability every day. It's a fire liability. It's a break-in liability every day. You know, so it's the speed of things and the ease of it is unrealistic. And then the ease of the renovation, we talked about that, but the amount of money that you're gonna make on the back end.
Yeah. So that's always something to consider. But sometimes when you get those unexpected expenses, you're not making as much as you thought you were in the beginning of this project where you had such high hopes and such a target. But sometimes things happen.
Yeah. So basically, we have to understand that there's costs associated with flipping houses that most people aren't talking about. And if we don't talk about them, it can lead us to a bad place. Then also getting permits. Yes, the permitting process. Sometimes stuff just has to sit and wait and get inspected. It's uncomfortable. You don't have control over it. You're dealing with your local government, and the timing for that is the timing for that. I hope your local government is more effectively managed in certain areas than our local government, and I'm sure our local government is probably more effectively managed than wherever you are in the country in your local government. But whatever that process is, understanding those timelines and being able to plan accordingly. Yes. And this is probably one of the biggest pieces right here is, guess what? There's not an unlimited supply of people all the time, just ready to go, waiting for you at your beck and call. That having a team of people who are ready, you might have some great contractors and some great people working with you, but they are not waiting for your text message all day. Sit by their phone. They are actively running businesses. And so here's the number one thing. The number one thing that nobody talks about in terms of HGTV, I have not heard it one single time, is this word taxes. Do you know that when you are flipping, that is active income and it's going to be taxed just like they tax your paycheck? I mean, it's going to be a fat tax. I mean, they're going to be coming, some of y'all going to be paying 20, 30, 40, some like almost 50% of that money potentially could be going directly to taxes. And so be considerate that 50 grand they said they made, they actually didn't make it, many of them, because the big bulk share of their quote unquote profit is going to the not Uncle T, but taxes. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to taxes. Yes. So you want to be careful and be aware that taxes are a real thing. And so the real deal is that a real flipping business needs some real stuff. It needs some knowledge about renovation costs, a reliable team. You're going to need to know your market. You need to have a reliable funding source. Like, who funds those HGTVs? Nobody talks about that. Nobody knows. Project management skills, because people just showing up all day, back and forth all day. You know how much project management skills that it takes? Some skills or some systems and processes. You gotta have some realistic profit expectations. I'm gonna buy it for 100, put 50 in it, and it's gonna be worth 200. I'm gonna make 50. Well, I've seen a lot of people go down with those numbers. Next up, realistic profit, and then it talks about having the discipline and the discipline to be able to fix it up properly according to the way a house flip needs to get fixed. It's not your personal house. And so you can sit there and play with that $20, $30 square foot tile at the boutique shop if you want to. And you'll also be very broke. But guess what? HGTV, the delusion, part of it is that they're getting donated a lot of those materials. They got people hanging around who are doing little work. A lot of them are doing a lot of work themselves. I wonder how much is the paycheck for all of the man hours that you see people on camera swinging the little head sledgehammer and painting stuff. Like, how much are they paying themselves for that? Not, and so they paid taxes, didn't pay themselves. It probably took about 8-9 months. They had to borrow a bunch of money. You start thinking about all the stuff that happens, and it's like, wow, they're probably not making much money at all. You know why they cannot make much money at all? Because it's a TV show. They're not worried about making money. They're worried about entertaining you and getting paid so that you can watch the advertisements. And every time that ad plays for a commercial break, they get a chance to make a profit and they get paid per show. So they're making their money, whether the home makes a profit
or not.
or not.
Yeah.
All right. And not to include all the overhead that they don't talk about in their labor costs. So we won't get into that. So also consider is these easy cosmetic rehabs. That's a much better way to do it. Selling the contract.
Yep. Doing some creative financing.
So you can get a really good deal and sell the contract. And you can be able to get some, do creative financing. It's different ways to be able to get properties under contract, be able to buy houses, get equity, get cash flow, money coming into your household without you having to put up a whole bunch of money. So understanding some different strategies there, understanding ultimately that buying and holding houses is the way to wealth. And so we can think that we can flip our way in that on TV. It looks cool. And we all need to flip. Cool. I mean, we all need to flip some houses because you're going to run out of money. There's the people, you got to sell stuff. You sell stuff so that you can get some money so you can, buy some more stuff to hold. And so every single investor that I've seen, at some point they sell some stuff because they can raise money to be able to buy some more stuff. And so we like to sell stuff just to buy stuff. So flipping is a way to sell stuff so that we can buy and hold for a very long time. Yes. And so the goal is to buy and to hold. It always has to be the goal for a real estate investor, is to buy and hold, whether it's apartments, whether it's commercial units, whether it's single family houses, duplexes, apartments, whatever it is that your land, you can buy and hold is the true way to be able to build wealth. And so the key also is to get some guidance. And so you got to ask your question. Yes. Where are you getting your information from? And if you just getting your information from TV and YouTube or Facebook, shout out to all those who are on Facebook right now. If you just getting your information from these sources, you're going to end up coming up short. Yeah. You want to get with some people who really doing that business, really doing it right. I don't care if you want to open a car wash business. Go get with the car wash group who's killing it in the car wash game. Right. If you want to open a media business, go with some media companies. Let them share their mistakes with you. Let them share the things that they did well. Get a mentor, get a coach, get somebody who's going to be able to help guide you through to make sure that you're making profitable decisions and not falling for the old HGTV okie doke over here. And so we're here to tell you, be financially independent, retire early through real estate investing. We love to help couples do it. That's why we mentor couples specifically. We love to help mentor you and your spouse. You hit us up at 502-632-3005. Real estate mentors only to the best and finest, most successful couples that you've ever seen. Yes. Killing it in the game. People who are really serious about it. Guess what? Everybody who applies doesn't make it. Some people aren't for us, and it's all good. And some people we say, yes, we can mentor you. But it's up to you to be able to hit those digits. If you want to get yourself a Black Friday Christmas gift, text us at 502-632-3005. Let's get some properties.
Yes, get you a Black Friday special property.
A Black Friday special property. And so that's our gift to you today. So don't fall for the HGTV renovation delusion. Get you some properties, build you some wealth, get with a team that's going to help you to be able to do it and do it really well.
That's right.
And so happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Happy Turkey Day.
And that's the best time because we're about to go cook right now. Right. And we about to go cook together. Hold on. We about to go cook
together.
See, you didn't say it. You didn't say it at the same time. Okay, all right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. We're about to go cook together because it's always better together. I love it.
Bye.
All right. Bye, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Happy Thanksgiving.